Okay, last time I explored Firelink to some extent. I think I talked to all the NPCs, and now I need to find someplace new to go. I entered from up above there. I guess I'll first check if there's any way out of Andre's area. I guess maybe I should have determined that before saying I was done with Firelink. Wait, something just yelled at me. Sounds like an enemy's nearby. Is that a ladder? No. Okay, so I hear something around here, but I don't see anything. Okay, so then this goes back to where Crestfallen was. Okay, so that loops down to Andre's area, and I'm guessing this is the same. Yeah, I guess it wasn't. So I thought these were going to lead to new areas. Let's double check this doesn't go anywhere. Doesn't seem to. There's no monster yelling at me in this one. And does this go anywhere? So I entered there. What about this? This is where I just was. There seems to be so many paths. They're all just like linking back on each other. You still hear that monster, but I don't know where he is. What's through here? This is just gonna fall down to the same spot. Okay, so I think maybe these paths don't go anywhere. At least not yet. I'm thinking they're all just going to loop back on each other. And therefore I do have to just travel out of here. Okay, then let's do that. Okay, so I'm now someplace new. I was expecting to find myself at a bonfire. I could Homeward Bone if I need to, and actually, let me put Homeward Bone on my bar just so I can run away. Okay. So that's nothing. Coiled sword. I can hear some breathing. So I think that door doesn't look like anything up. Looks like this door is the only way. Ha! Bonfire there. This huge expanse of a city/castle. Very reminiscent of Honor Londo. Looks like maybe a forest down there. Some kind of mansion. Some other kind of thing in the distance. I don't know if this is like I don't know how many of these things I'm seeing we'll be able to go to. Looks like a river down there. There's one of those bone dogs. Okay, well, let's see what's down here. What? Why could I not? Is that a dragon? Maybe multiple dragons? No, just one dragon. Yeah. So that's his head, like using my head to point. His head's there, his right talon claw thing, and his left. So, stairs going down to all those praying guys. Stairs going down to Bone Doggy. There's somebody right here. Let's check out this side first. I thought maybe he would, like, wake all these guys up or something. They don't seem to care about me. There's some kind of glowing thing. On that circular window. Huh. It depends on where the camera is. So there, it's like glowing really brightly. But then when I level it out, it's gone. Huh. Kind of reminds me of like looking at the sky, how certain objects you can't see if you look directly at them. Well, these guys don't seem to be giving anybody any trouble. So I can go up those stairs or down those stairs. Okay, let's go up first. There's a dragon here. Alright, I got it. Wait, is that like a particle effect coming off the dragon? Yeah, I think it is. Excuse me. Well, hitting him doesn't wake him up anyway. So what is he doing when he makes that noise? Like, he seems like he very deliberately stops what he's doing. Is this guy gonna get up? No. Seem to be able to... Oh, well, you're kind of tough, aren't you? Don't seem to be able to get up there. So, some kind of a drop-off. It maybe goes someplace new. Hard to tell. Okay, I guess those are my choices. I could drop down here, which I think that circular thing might be a doorway going underneath the dragon. Or go up these stairs. Binoculars. Is this safe? Okay. I can't like zoom in or out, and this isn't very much zoom at this level. In DS2, the binoculars can be used to aim spells without locking on. But... okay, and maybe they can here too. But it's really slow to pull them out. Alright, let's take that off my equipment bar. Doesn't look like we can get in there. So I can drop down that ledge. Raw gem. I assume that's the raw upgrade path, which I never really understood in DS2. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. So is this back where I was? Oh, I see. I went up first. This was down. Got it. Can't parry a shield bash. Missed that. That seemed like good timing to me. Of course, as usual, as soon as I get into practicing parrying, I burn through my health real quick. What's your deal? Fire bombs, I'll probably never use. Also just never remember to use them. Like even when I put them on my equipment bar, I never remember to use them. I guess I'll do that just because I'm saying it. But right. Let's just give it a practice, see how it... Okay. Similar to DS1, except it's a flatter trajectory. Alright, so how do ladders work? I can... Does not appear that I can sprint up ladders. And if I just tap, I drop. And if I hold and then push down, okay, so it's like DS2, except there's no sprinting up. guessing these barrels are never going to contain anything, because they never do in one. Okay, so I got some spear guys out there. And of course, another question is, how do you open secret walls? Because not only is it different between 1 and 2, but within both games it's inconsistent. Like most secret walls open one way, but then occasionally there are walls that open a different way. Somebody's shooting at me. Looks like plenty of friends coming. Whoa! Who shot me? It wasn't one of those guys. Oh, it was one of those guys. Well, let me go up first. How am I getting... That's some lingering hitbox. I want to get this item. Okay. So he seems very reminiscent of the Hellkite Drake in DS1. Now, am I stuck down here? Let me see if I can backtrack. Where was the ladder here? Because it looks like I can maybe try to sprint past him. But first of all, I'm wondering, is that the same dragon that I was seeing before that didn't respond? And second, is there a different way I can go? Because he seems to be... No, okay, so this guy's still here. Let me go up top where I can see a little bit more what's going on. Alright, so here I am at the bonfire. There's the dragon over there. And this one is still here, and he is dead. And so if I want to make further progress that way, it seems like I have to be able to get past the dragon. Okay, fine. So let me get more... So, do I have enough to level? Acquired 20 2100, okay. So I'll just leave that guy alone and see what I can find going this way. Now, there was an archer here. There's some kind of a bone dog. Two bone dogs. Looks like maybe a path. Let's aggro this one. So is this a path? If so, it's not an easy one. Doesn't look like it goes anywhere. So stairs down. More statues. So this is similar to the guy who I fought, kind of the first boss. Oops, that was a bad dodge. Backstabbable though. My technique is very unrefined at this point. Relying a lot on letting them bounce off my shield. But I think that's okay while I'm learning their moves. I'm also pretty sure there's a faster roll than this. I'm wearing very heavy armor. Damn it. So why did... the second guy died in a different way. Okay, good. Bows. I mainly use bows in Dark Souls just to pull enemies. And expect they'll probably do the same in 3. So what are my options here? Is this a dead end? Okay, this looks like I'm supposed to do something here. I don't know what. And otherwise, I came up there. This is all dead end. Okay, well, let's go up the stairs. Or not. I really dislike this sort of game design. It's like, we're gonna just taunt you with our own screwy physics. I feel like the way this comes about is that someone designs the game engine and the movement, and then the map designers come along afterward, and either because they're lazy or because they sort of want to screw with the player, they do things like this where, you know, any kind of realistic situation you would easily be able to get through there, but the map designer has arranged it so you can't. Okay, so I think I've exhausted what I can do on this side. What about this? Let me try throwing a firebomb at this. I guess not. So what I got here was the longbow, which is useful, and maybe I could plink that dragon to death with it. There wasn't any... Oh, there was this path. I didn't go down here. Who is talking? Oh, there's a guy down here. I was happy to leave these little praying guys alone right at the beginning, because the ones at the beginning are probably never hostile. But later on in the level, they could turn hostile, and they're making noise, which makes it a little bit trickier to identify where the enemies are. Yeah, you don't like that, do you? You're guarding whatever that is. Yeah, good job guarding it. Hard to tell if those are areas that I'm going to get to or not. I don't clearly see pathways leading to them, but if they were areas I could get to, I would expect there to be enemies or items. Okay. Sort of trying... The three ways I know to get through secret doors are you press A, that's most secret doors in Dark Souls 2, which are... Well, it's because I'm using a PlayStation controller, it's actually X, but what the game calls A. Or you swing at it, or you roll. Those are kind of the three things I have to try. I can't think of any doors in either of those games that open some other way. Okay, so I think... Well, I didn't actually go here. There's nothing here. So I think I've done everything that I can do on this side. Which means the dragon is the only way forward. So, let's get a little bit more health. Let me just double check what's up here. This is where I warped in, right? Yeah, back here. But there was... Yeah, there's a sound of breathing. Like, maybe up above this there's somebody? But I can't get up there. Okay, well. Looks like we're talking to a dragon. I almost have enough to level up. The main reason I'm hesitating is I don't know. Actually, let me look at this, I don't know what I want. Let me look at this longbow. There's 2 kinds of arrows, skill puncher, powerful shot that can pierce shields. So this requires 14 dex. And what do I have? 13. Okay, so if I leveled up and I took 1 more pointed dex, I could use the bow. That's probably a good idea. To level up, I need to use some of these. So this is probably 50.
Welcome, host. Very well. Then hey.
Okay, so let's get 1 more point of dex.
Farewell.
And so the standard arrow became automatically equipped when I picked it up, I guess. I only have 12. So if I put the bow here, that didn't visibly change my roll. I can't remember. Sometimes I put the bow in the left hand and some in the right. Sometimes in the right. Okay, this is what I'm used to in DS1 at least. Okay, so I hold the bumper to aim, and then tapping right click shoots it, or I can hold it. And I can't recover these, I assume. Okay, she sold...
how?
Wooden arrows. So I think she sells them for 5 souls apiece.
Ashen one.
Okay, so I got 4 wooden that do 30 damage, 10 standard that do 45. Let me... I think what I want to do is just go ahead and... Okay, so this was 50, Deserted Corpse is 200. And Unknown Traveler, 800. Okay. So let me use all of those to buy wooden arrows. Oh, I see. I can only hold 99 in hand.
Ashen one.
Okay. Alright, so I got 99 of those. Is it... Oh, this is like the skill. How do I switch... There's supposed to be a way to switch between these. DS1, I think it was left trigger, but that's this now. Well, I don't know how to switch them, so I'll just do this manually. Okay. Alright, so let's go back to where I was. Still don't know what that guy's doing when he, like, screams. So up and down both led to this area. Then you go down the stairs. Okay, so that does damage him. Not for very much. Sort of wondering if there's... Can I lock? No. I'm wondering if there's like more sensitive areas I can shoot him. He's certainly taking more damage when I'm just physically near him. Because the way arrow damage works in the other ones is there's like a damage fall off. So the closer you are... Okay, this is pretty good. Alright, if he's willing to... Oops. If he's willing to just let me do this... What hit me? I guess I got hit by some fire. This corpse right here seems to kind of carry some fire. I don't even know if I'm in danger there. Okay. I am in danger. Fine. Confirmed. Darn it. This lingering flame. This will still probably be a faster kill than on that critter in the tutorial area. Is he? He sort of stopped and screamed. Hellkite Drake will heal himself under certain circumstances. Okay. So obviously he didn't die, he just flew away. And that used a little more than 50 arrows. So if he came back right now, I wouldn't be able to do that without visiting the item box. But it didn't take that long to get him to go away. Ember. The Claymore. Claymore is one of the very popular weapons, and at least one, and maybe two. And I'm going to use it if I have the stats for it. Okay, so there's two paths here. I can follow that path down there, or this doorway. Let me look at this Claymore. Claymore. Okay, I have all the requirements. 138 plus 22 versus 110 plus 20. Large and heavy greatsword. Broadly thrusted, while in stance, the same thing. Okay. So let's go ahead and swap. This weight is 3. I didn't. The weight of the Claymore is 9, so that pushes my equip load quite high. Okay, so now I'm fat rolling. That's unacceptable. Oh, I see. It says weight ratio 79%, top right. So I think maybe... well, 75% might be... Okay, so if I take off my shield, I'm at 71. Still fat rolling, so maybe it's 70. If I take off the bow, which is 4 pounds, I'm at 63. That's mid-roll. Okay. Actually, I should, let's just kind of... Okay, so that's the best possible roll, I assume. Which looks like the mid-roll, except maybe it goes further. I think maybe that's how it worked in 2. Like, I'm getting... trying to use sort of this texture here as a ruler. So that's what the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. That's like 5.5 or a little more than 5. Okay. So then, oh, her face is really mangled. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way. Okay, so now it takes 2 button presses to put the stuff on. So that's now at 47. And that's a distance of like 4. Well, that one seemed like closer to 5. So I'm not sure if I'm reliably starting at the same spot. Okay, but anyway, so there's a clear, at least, mid-roll versus fat roll. And so if I want to use this claymore, and I also want a shield, yeah, then I have to take off the bow and... how about the gloves? And the ring actually has weight as well. Okay, so now I'm at 63. Let's see. Okay, so that's like 4 units, I think. It's a little bit more than 4. Again, I'm not sure how reliably I'm starting at the same spot. I think it's less than it was when I wasn't doing... Okay, so I've got... That's the heavy. One-handed heavy. Okay, and then what's the running attack? And rolling attack. Jump attack. Kick. Okay. Alright, so let's try the claymore now that I've messed around with my equip for a while. And I can open this. Alright, so I still have a way down below. Let's go this way first. Actually, you know, there's a... I picked up these things. Yeah, and these have a lot of nice attributes, and they don't push me over 70, which I think... It seems like 70 is probably the threshold. So. Okay, good. A chest. Now, if this is Dark Souls 1, the way that chain is arranged would mean this is a mimic. Oh, yeah, and is breathing. Okay. Let's clear some space. I guess this is as cleared as it's going to be. No idea how tough these mimics are going to be. And in 2, like in Dark Souls 1, you could like whack it and safely move away. In 2, I often got eaten when I did that because you had to be like on the side. Alright, so I'm going to do a two-handed jumping attack. No, I'm just going to do a light attack and then run. You got me! I'm probably dead. Oh my god, I just barely escaped. Okay, wow. Alright, he's tough. Can I just cheese you from here? Get cheesed. I can't. I'm no longer locked onto him. It's causing me issues because I'm not sure how to get my shield in the right position. Oh, doesn't want to be cheesed. Well, I can't dodge. I blew all my stamina. Oh, stagger. Oh. Whew, almost died. A deep battle axe. Alright, what did this deep battle axe say? So I could use it. Only 96. I see. It's physical plus dark. Which is always really tough to evaluate because it means, at least in 1 and 2, it meant that enemies essentially reduced both halves of the damage when they're with their armor, so it often ended up not doing much. Right, so this is just the description of what a battle axe does. Skill Warcry. Let out a spirited warcry that temporarily boosts attack. So I wonder if that's what that guy with the lantern is doing when he screams. Unknown. Okay, well, this looks like a decent place to cut this one. I need to go back and get more Estus anyway. So, until next time.